How's it going, everybody? It is Sunday morning, and believe it or not, last night, like at 9 o'clock, this package was delivered for me. Yep, it's a squishy package. Very nice. I hope it's not. I got a couple of things that have come in. One thing is some Gorilla Tag stuff for my daughter. She loves the Gorilla Tag. Another thing is my case of Blokees, Wave 8, which I am sincerely hoping this is. Pardon me a moment, pardon me a moment. And it is 9 a.m., it's before noon, so we're drinking coffee, so that's just the way that goes. All right, so let us go on ahead and rip into this. Yeah, let's open it up. You and I together. Let's see what we got going on. All right, lots and lots of packing on this guy. Yeah, okay. I honestly wasn't too sure. I was like, well, I'll jump on here on a live, and if it is the Gorilla Tag stuff, I'm sure that's somebody's jam. Somebody likes Gorilla Tag out there. I know the kids nowadays, they go crazy for the Gorilla Tag. Oh, right. Oh, my God. Look at all of the shrink wrap. They're not shrink wrap, it's bubble wrap. Oh, it is our Blokees. Yep. All right. I've been saving the shrink wrap. I'm starting to kind of move all my figures around. And I'll get a big tub, and I'll lay a layer of shrink wrap down, or not shrink wrap, bubble wrap. And then I'll put the figures down in there, wipe them off, and all this and that. But, you know, they send me all this bubble wrap and all this junk all the time, so I might as well make use of it. Oh, let's see. What have we got here? Look at that cocoon, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, check that out. Yeah, let me move my cup. We'll make that. That'll be my thumbnail right there. Yay! Hey, wait a minute. Can I make you a moderator for my thing here? I should be back. It just said going live, went live. I don't know. That is my friend, Withered Bonnie. Oh, I was just talking about my daughter was getting some stuff in. She loves the Gorilla Tag. So I had like a plushie and all kinds of junk coming in for her. Bud, my Wi-Fi is trash. Ah, that sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is about to be trash. They raised the rates on my cable here. We've got fiber internet and all that junk. Whoo! Xfinity, who is Comcast, a big cable company here in town, they think that I'm rich because I swear to God, my cable bill has gotten up to I appreciate that, Alex. Gotcha, bud. My cable bill's gotten up to like $210 a month, which is insane. I am working to pay for working to pay for Wi-Fi. That's what I'm doing. But yeah, you see, but I got these guys in. They came in at 9 o'clock last night. Crazy late delivery. But I have been looking forward to these. Excuse me, like nobody's business. And let's check out the box. Nothing's gotten. It sounds broken, but it isn't. Look at all that beautiful goodness there. That prime. That's what I'm wanting. What do you think the odds are that we're going to get that chase figure? I would, but and you can see these are the Japanese version. How much they put this set on AliExpress? If you use AliExpress quite a bit, you get their little savings coins and stuff like that. I paid $40 for this after all of my little saving coins were used. It was on sale for 60, and I had 20 bucks in coins. So there you go. This was $40. And you figure you buy each one of these. I buy them retail here in the States, and they're about $5. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This is the, 55, 45, 50. This is like 60, $70. Actually, they're 5.29. So they're over $5 a piece. And I ended up with, below the dust, with these hounds, with the first wave, that last wave that I bought. I probably have 4 or 5 of these little hound guys. And they're pretty kind of army build. This is the guy to do it with. Oh, man. Let me see. It is, what, 9 here. So it's 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 o'clock? About 3 o'clock there where you're at? I think you are 6 hours ahead of me. I've been, like, all week long, I've been trying to get on here and do a live. But it's like as soon as I get up and around, I do auto body work. Work on cars and stuff like that. And it's all freelance. As soon as I get it up and around, and it's a good problem. I won't complain. People are calling me, got this, hey, I got that. Come and look at this. Come and look at that. But yeah, and then of course, I don't know if anybody else here is a vendor where you like go and do work for somebody else. It's always hey, come over here and look at this one small thing, and you get over there, and then a little dent on the door, and then a little dent in, well, the hood's kind of smashed up, and can you flatten this out, and can you do this, and oh, such an absolute pain. All right. Ooh. Oh, you're back, bud. I was gonna say I ain't gonna go nowhere. Uh, Hopefully your Wi-Fi gets better. I know that's so. Oh man. All right. Now let's. Okay. Okay. Get all the plastic off here. There we go. Pardon me. Uh, it is fairly early here. It's only like early. Early being 9 o'clock, respectively of when you went to bed. Which for me, I went to bed at like 9:30. It was a crazy Saturday night. All right, let us. Is there tape on here? Nope. 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 There we go. Look at all of that. Man, that is so pretty. Oh, it's kind of like you have entered another dimension. There we go. All right. Well, let's, as much as I. You know what? Let me put the box over here. And we're just going to, one at a time, look through these guys. Because what I'm hoping for is that Chase Prime. I don't know if you've seen it yet. But it's the Prime where he's like half dead, half asleep. I don't know. I'm going to start calling it the Astro Boy Prime. Because it kind of looks like you can see half of his insides on one side. It's funny. Man, you get a ton of these. Okay, I'm already at 6. And I was saying, man, use AliExpress. I'm not sure, what the economic situation where you're at is. Or if you can even use AliExpress. I don't know. Some places, it's called Alibaba Express. For the same price that you can get that Devastation Prime. And he's a good Prime. He's pretty cool. I ain't got a bag on him. But he's a cheaper made one. For the same price that you get that cheaper, actually, you could pick up this guy. Yeah, that guy's on AliExpress for 35 bucks. With all of these accessories. This is the MD-005. But he is actually, he's a better copy than the 86 movie. As you can see, like the 86 movie has that little split in the thighs. This guy doesn't. He's been fixed. Plus, he comes with Megatron's arm. Yeah, with this guy, you get the trailer, first off, so that's always a bonus. You get this little damage bit right here, the gun, the null rays, pretty much all the Starscream stuff here. But yeah, 35 bucks. I would take this, and oh, plus the comes with the little different windows. And even at that, if that's too expensive, there are other ones that are $10, $12. You know, mind you, I don't know what shipping would be like over there. I don't know. It's crap here, I tell you what. Let's open up this first one. I just want to kind of see what all we got. I'm not going to sit and put all these together, but I am going to see what I got because I want that Chase Prime so bad. Of course, last night I was watching Toy Spotlight. I don't know if you guys ever watched those guys. Toy Spotlight was cool last night. Had Captain Carl on there and Patriot Prime. How awesome is that? Had both those guys doing a little live stream. And what were they doing? They were opening up some well, they weren't opening up Blokees. They were looking at each other's Blokees. Oh, yeah, that is. All right, well, that's coming off. That's super glued on there. Yeah, that is like the whole top of that package is glued. Oh, all right, come on. Okay, oh, let's look at this. Let's look at our little manual here. That is super cool. Oh, well, I take it I got the Unicron head then. That's what this is. I wonder if, okay, well, that's cool. If the manuals are specific to what you get, then that's all we have to do is open it up and look at the manual. Okay, well, we got our Unicron head. That's going to be fun. I wish they would give us the rest of the Unicron body, be like a Build-A-Figure thing. Oh, that would be so cool. All right, well, we'll stick that one in there. And if I don't run too long, we'll actually go back through these boxes and check them out a little bit. Oh, no, I dropped my thingy. My thingy being the Boom Devastator. Sorry about that. Sorry for the lean over. It's my Devastator boom. We'll put that back up there. My NBK Devastator. That guy. Here, I'll get that out of his face. This guy here. He fell off the shelf the other day. Actually, he was knocked off the shelf by flipping, flapping Black Zorak over there. I want to clean him up before I put him back up on the shelves, but he's on the top shelf. I had a tree fall in my garage. Knocked Black Zorak and a bunch of little ones down. He fell down, knocked into the NBK guy, and he just sprawled on the floor. Black Zorak fell on top of him, and they all fell on top of my MP Raiden over there. Oh my God, I finally get that guy done. I come in and he is smashed all over the floor with Devastator and Black Zorak on top of him. I was like, what the heck are you guys doing while I'm gone? Whoa, whoa. Okay, sorry about that. All right, we got your back. But anyway, this NBK Devastator, $22. I got him 11 years ago. I dropped him 2 or 3 times off the higher parts of the shelves, and still, the dude holds phenomenal. 11 years old, dropped it. Well, we'll say half a dozen times. Okay, let's. We're gonna do this. About that. Oh, our little instructions. Look what's down in here. Oh, what have we got in this one? Metroplex. Oh, yes, yes, yes. This guy, I am super. This is one of the ones I wanted. This is the reason I set was because of Metroplex. I'll tell you what. Turn that inside out, and we're going to stick that down. So we know that that is Metroplex. All right. So we got Metroplex. We got the Unicron head. Let's go here. All right. Hey, what's going on? Just opening wave 8 of Blokees. I got them at like 9 o'clock last night. I was so surprised. I was actually getting ready for bed. Knock on the door. I run out there, big black package. 9 o'clock last night. I guess the dude was like, I'm not working Sunday. So he just decided, forget it. All right, let's get. And we have figured out the instruction manual tells you what's in the package. Going through and opening these up real quick. We're going to look at the instruction manuals. And what I'm hoping for is that Chase Prime. So we shall see. Let's see what's in our instruction manual here. Of course, these are the Japanese instructions. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, now this is our normal Prime. If it is the Chase figure, this will be it. Or it'll just be this Prime. Either way, I'm kind of good with it. So do you want to open that? Let's open this one up. Let us open this one up and see if it is our Chase figure, which I sincerely hope it is. Let me see, empty box. And supposedly one of these is a little plastic arc that opens and closes, and you can put all your extra bits and pieces in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to tell us what we've got right now. Did we get the Chase figure? I'm telling you, I don't think so. And it doesn't look like it. That looks like a lot of regular red, white, and blue in there. Whoop. Oh, Jesus Christ. I ain't going to lose any bits. All right. Game off. Time out. I dropped a piece. I do not have any pieces. Oh. I know I dropped a piece. My floor, I like to call it Dimension 12. As soon as you drop something, it could be in one of 12 different dimensions. Crab apples, I don't see it. It was a little white piece, dang it. Man. All right, well, we're going to have to come back for that. I don't know where it went. And I need the flashlight on my phone to really get down there and look. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Oh. Yeah, because you guys know this little plastic stuff hits the floor, and it's all at funky angles, and it just flies across my floor. Oh, poop. That's all right. We'll find it. We will find it. Now, let's put all the Prime goodness back in its box. Well, I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get the Chase figure. But we got our Prime. Oh, I really hope it wasn't a face bit or something that went flying down there. I'll find it, I promise. I will, I will. There we go. Let's open up the rest of these. Let's see what's in the rest of the wave. Now, supposedly, well, we didn't get you. We got you, and we got you so far. We got our Unicron head. Okay. And what is it here? All right, our Sharkticon. I totally forgot. We get a little gnaw. I totally forgot we get a little gnaw with this set. And he looks cool. Supposedly, you can just kind of close his mouth and set him sideways, and you got a little gnaw there. All right, little gnaw. Maybe later on this afternoon, I am going to go back live again, and we're going to put all of these together. How about that? Doesn't that sound incredibly boring? I think it's going to be fun. Okay, come on now. Okay, we got our little gnaw. We got our Prime. And in this one here, we have, is it our hot rod? It is our hot rod. Check that out. Little hot rod guy there. He's going to be cool. Yeah. I don't know if you ever watched another one of my favorites to watch is Proto Man. I watched him. He does live spots, the Slag podcast. That guy, he will give you the breakdown of the business end of it. He's where I kind of learned about, case assortments and stuff. How you can tell what figure there is going to be shy because, well, we're going to send a case of Transformers to your Walmart. It's going to have three of these, three of these, three of these. That's 369. And then those last three are going to be individual chase bots that you got to hunt and search for. So you'll only get like one of them. All right. There we go. Let's see who we have here. All right, all right. And these, half the reason, wouldn't it be cool if it were Blitzwing back there? Blitzwing's another reason I wanted this wave. Hey, check it out. It's Blitzwing. Yeah, he is pretty dang cool. Well, we've got Blitzwing. All right, and yeah, that's kind of cool. I've noticed the more as we open them, I'm finding that like it's turned to that character. Let's put that one right there. We got two more to open up. And then I tell you what, if you have one in here, just while you're sitting here goofing around, if you've got one that you want to see me open, bleep bloop it in the comments so I can see. I'll be happy. I will open up whichever one you like. Or I should say we'll put together whichever one you like. I'm still looking for that tiny little part that went flying. Oh, we've got another one in here. I just totally... We had more than what I thought. That's a cool little piece. Oh, I'm still kind of looking for that little piece. All right, let us finish opening these three so we know what we're dealing with. One of them should be a carrier or a little arc that's a holder for all of your miscellaneous bits and pieces. Let's see, what have we got here? Something big. Well, it's turned around like this. Is it maybe that arc? I think those little tiny arcs come with the Unicron head. Oh, there we go. We've got our slag. Or is it sludge? I think it's sludge. No, it's slag. There you go. All right. Well, we weren't open to him, but where is he at? Oh, there he is. Right there. All right, we'll throw that one back in there real quick. And we have two more. Oh, scoot my little chair up here. Let's clean up our desk. Take a sip of coffee. I need to find that little piece that I dropped. Now I'm going to obsess over it. Oh, well. We'll put my coffee back over there. All right. Two more to go. Let's open these up. Let us open these last couple and see what we got going on. This one. Oh, hey. There we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. That fits over his head there. Let me see. What we got? Kickback. I want to say Rumble and Frenzy, but I know those are the cassettes. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. This was our latest one we opened up here. All right. The Bombardier Beetle of the Insecticons. And this is our last one. So far as the openings, which I guess technically they aren't really blind openings because you buy the case, you know what you get. So this should be that arc that holds our pieces in, or that holds our pieces all together. Let's see. Nope, it's the Dinobot. There we go. It is our little Dinobot. Oh, he looks a lot easier to put together than the other one. That's kind of cool. So instead of building the character like this, you're building him like that. There's his little arms and legs, and he comes with the little goofy eyeballs that after Devastator squished him and his eyes popped out. All right. Well, which one of these would you like to see put together? Is there anyone in particular? Do we have a chat going? How much did I pay for? Oh, no, I already answered that. I just finally figured out how to open up the comments over here on the side. I tell you what, let's see, what was this one? What was this guy? Oh, that was a sludge. Okay, let's put him over there. What was this one? The hot rod. Hey, let's put together that Metroplex. Let's put him together. I don't want to do Prime because I've got a piece of him floating around on the floor down here somewhere. So I got to get down there on my hands and knees, and we've got to try and find that bit. Little tiny, super tiny white thing dropped down when shooting around on the floor. And you know, I keep my garage floor spotless. No, I'm lying. My garage floor is filthy. I need to clean it. Let's open this up. Let's see what we got. We'll open the tiny package first. All right. Oh yeah. All right, that's super cool. Little tiny Optimus Prime. This is what I was looking forward to. And well, he's kind of a soft plastic, but not articulate at all. But still, very cool. He'll be fun to paint. How about that? Paint this guy up, make him look like a real Prime. Or we could just keep him like that and call him Nemesis. How about that? Oh, wow. He's even got a little thing on his foot there, but he'll stand up all on his own. And we get our collector's card. Check that out. So very super cool. And these are heavier too. Got the little barcode on there. Probably gives me the instructions to put them together. But we don't need no stinking instructions. We're just going to go straight in on him. Oh, man, look at all of that. All right. Well, let's dump all those parts out on the table. And let me lower you down. Oh, crap. There's still tiny pieces falling out. Okay, there we go. I think I got everything out on the table. I'm going to lower you down so you can actually see what I'm doing down here. Yeah, make these guys look huge. And still that tiny piece of that Prime. I know, I'm still looking for it. I shouldn't be. I should concentrate on what I'm doing, but no, that wasn't. I saw a little tiny piece of foam, and I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. Yep, we're sitting here looking at deconstructed Fort Max. Not Fortress Maximus. Feet. You got the chest bit. There's this teeny wearing FS. I don't know if you can see that, but there we go. That's pretty cool. Throw that over there. There's his little ears. There's the other, probably backside of a leg or something. And there is his body. Little Lego-esque looking thing. There we go. What's that say? Hasbro. All right. Doodle-doodle-doo. All right. Perfect. Perfect. Well, let's start piddling him together. Okay? Shall we? I think the first thing we need to do... Now, supposedly, these guys have a new little waist bit. So, I don't know if they just go into their old thing as they did before. There's his back. There's his legs. There's his shoulder piece. The back of a leg. That, I don't even know what that is. That's a new piece. Okay, and that part of the back of his head. There's his little arm cannons. There's that. All right, let's just try and find his crotch. Where would that be? Where would it be? That little gray piece there. There's his little shoulder cannons. That's the other part of his leg. There's that thing. Oh, do you think that's his eyeballs? Yeah, that might be his eyes there. Maybe we should have looked at the instructions. There are no instructions. Well, yeah, there are. Yeah, there are. Nope. That's the right one. No, it's not. Let's find the instructions so we can kind of halfway see what we're doing here. Where did I put them? I just duh. All right. Well, let's just do what they say. Right up here. Oh, that little thing goes in his chest. That little red deal. Okay, that. So we need this. And we need this. And we need this. God, man, even just his front and back looks so good. Okay, it looks like I take a white peg, which is this looking peg, put it in the top there, and that there, this piece, and it's round, and there are two holes in there, so I'm assuming that would go like that. There we go. That goes right in there like that. And, okay, the little logo and all this fun stuff. Even though you don't see it, it goes facing the front. And the back piece, which is right here. Let me make sure nothing else goes hooked up. Okay, we got all that done. All right. Oh, he's got a nice little... Ugh. All right, we got that much done so far. And then come over here and we take this weird looking piece. Where did it go? I just saw it. There we go. Is that? Is this what they're talking about? This piece and some little three-way looking. Oh. Okay, get back up here. Looks like that and this. Okay. Put those together and there's a little, I don't know if you can see very well in there, but that little groove there, those fit right in there. All right, that's not bad. And, oh, okay, you actually build his crotch here. Okay, I'm down with that. Put that over there. Where did those, okay, we got this piece here. And this looks pretty universal. Like, there's a peg and all that stuff. So we'll just do it like that. Did I fit in there like that? No. Well, where's the other piece? Aha, here we go. Yes. What do you need? You're fine. Daughter came running in. All right, now we've got this on here. We've got a tiny little peg there and a tiny little peg there. Maybe that. Oh, there we go. There we go. It just sets down a little further than what I was thinking. All right, we'll put that on there. We'll put that on there. There. Oh, that makes sense. There we go. It's different from before. With the other ones, it was just, this was one solid piece and you just clucked it on in there. But there we go. All right. Okay, what do we do next? What do we do next? And we got that, we got that. Let's do, this looks like an arm. We have got the gray bit and one of these bits. There we go. That was a good little clicky noise. Sorry, if you hear me smacking myself, I've got one little, like, gnat flying around my garage. It's driving me crazy. And then that go into, looking for the arm bits. That looks like a leg bit, but that's pretty huge. Oh, oh, gotta go like that. Oh, that sounded good. Let's grab one of his little fists out of here, shall we? Let me see. I don't know. I imagine that's the right arm. There we go. We'll just throw that in there for right now. Yeah. All right. Now we got an arm done. Let's throw the other arm together here real quick while we are thinking about it. Did I do anything different? Nope, nope. Okay. Let's get the other arm. There's that. And oh, come back here. This one little see-through peg, like, just keeps going further and further back the table. Okay. I had 3 of these tiny little see-through pegs, and they all keep trying to float back and away on me. All right, anyway, we're putting together the other arm. Got you, which I thought that was a dart. There we go. All right. Ooh, that's in there nicely now. Let's grab his other little hand and throw in there. Where did we put that? Oh, it's still on the sprue. I tell you what, Blokees has figured this out to where you get almost no damage pulling these things off that little sprue. Everybody's all up in arms about that new horrible and his little, whatever you call it, horns coming off that sprue thing. All right, let me see. We got arms and look at the legs. We got this piece and we got this piece. Well, that was pretty easy. And then we got this piece. It goes down in there. All right. And then another bit. This bit goes on top of that bit. It says these go in here like that, which does that even fit? Really? It doesn't click on there. It looks right, but it doesn't click. Maybe this clicks into the body. And that's what I'm... Yeah, here we go. See? Like that. Those probably click down in there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got that. We'll put that on there. And the little feet. Is it these guys I'm going to use? Let me see. That's about all we have left. So we'll put you in there. And his foot. I'm assuming this is the front. There we go. Ooh, that sounded good. There we go. Now we got a leg done. Let us do the other leg real quick, since they seem fairly easy. You got 2 pieces you click together. This little white bit, you want it, you can see how that bends like that. Oh, double jointed. Double jointed! Woohoo! And then we've got... Nope, not that piece, not that piece. This piece sets on top of there. Doesn't snap in, it just sets on there. And it's pretty much asymmetrical, so... Well, no, not really, is it? This side looks taller than the other side. So we'll say that's the front and that's the back. That looks right, doesn't it? And for our footsie, you know what I just noticed? I didn't get an arc. I didn't get a little holder. Very annoying. Okay, there's his other foot. All right, and there is his other leg all done. And now it says we get to put together the head. All right. There is this tiny piece here. This tiny piece here. All right, and now this, oops, sorry about that. Supposedly, all right, you can see little eyeball cutouts are right there. Let's throw those eyeball cutouts on there, will they? Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, I swear for Jesus, I need to put on my glasses. There we go. I don't know how well that's coming across, but there is the back of his head. Oh, no, no, I lied. That's the front of his head. What are you doing, man? Okay, there's his front. Oh, that clips on there. So nice. There is the back. Oh, there's a nice Fort Max head. Yeah, check that out. Okay, now what have we got to do? We got his head. Now it says put his gun in his hand, but we're not going to do that yet. Let's put them together. How about that? All right, there's his front. There's his little waist, crotchal area. Oh, that was a nice noise, wasn't it? And these, I imagine, go in here. It doesn't show you anywhere on here to do this, but I'm doing this. That's right. There we go. That fits down on top of there. This, and let's make sure we kind of have that oriented like we want it. This fits down on top of here. So you know what that does? That gives you leg swivel. Oh, that gives you some thigh swivel there, man. All right, let's hook him up here. Let's hook this up here. Let's drop that immediately back off there. Is that maybe backwards? There, that looks. Clip that on. Yep, it's in. Yep, it's in. Looks good. That looks good. You can see there's that little line running through there. All right. What have we? Throw his head on. Oh, this guy is going to be so much fun. All right, now let's throw his arms on. All right, now his little shoulder pads. Well, actually, before I put the shoulder pads on, let's put his little guns in here. Man, this looks so good. Those little tiny black guns. All right, let's see. Oh, that clicked in there. Very nice. Okay, I'll show you what's going on the inside of this one over here. Little tiny slits right there, and they slide in right there. Let's find that other little black gun. Put that on there. And you can see those little things right there. We're just going to slide it in right in the middle, and they click right in beautifully. Whoa. All right, and there's his big red gun, which I wish we could put it on his shoulder, but we can't. Throw that in his hand. And there's our little tiny extra piece. And look at that. Look at that. He can hold that little tiny prime. We'll have him just hold him like a baby. Just like a little baby. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your Fort Max. Check him out. He is... And just a ton. And now we've got that thigh swivel in there. And wow. How cool is that guy? How phenomenal is that? All right, whoop. Let's tear his arm off. He's so cool, I'm going to tear his arm off. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's put that there. Okay. He is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Just look at that. That is awesome. Give me that little extra bit. And I actually had a thing I was keeping my extra bits in. Oh, I knocked down the wheel jack. I got wheel jack from the other round. Ooh, I swear to God, that one little bug. There he is again, stacked up against Wheeljack. Kind of a neat little guy. I like this guy a lot. Yeah. All right, you can see he's a tiny bit taller. Fort Max is a little bit bigger than, I don't know, I think this was what, wave 2 out of 8 so far. Oh, I had a little container I was throwing all these extra bits in. Where the heck did I put it? Oh, I tell you what, we'll just use this box. We just use this box. What's in there? All right. Well, there we go. There we got our Fort Max done. What's another one that we can do? Is there... Well, I don't even know who's this guy that I'm holding in my hand. I think this is the hot rod. Nope, it's the Dinobot. This one is the Dinobot. So we'll throw him over there. And I tell you what, I'm going to open up one more oil mass. And let's put that little... I don't know what to do with him. He'll stay. So we'll just put him right there for right now. Put our little extra bits and pieces over here. Now I want to put together that prime. Let's put together the prime. We'll see what piece we're missing. So I can scour the floor for it. I need another sip of coffee. I need more coffee. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to end this pretty quick because I'm almost out of coffee in my cup. So, I got to run and get more. Okay, stand. But I will be back on here in a little bit. And we'll finish putting these guys together. How about that? How's about them apples? There we go. And... let us all right. I really hope I didn't lose something absolutely consequential, which I probably did. Well, we got his face, so I know that I didn't lose that. Man, check that out. That is an ion blaster. That is a nice little heavy gun. That's cool. All right. Well, let's start where we start, shall we? Let's look at the instructions. We'll throw them up there. Why not? Why not? In reference to... this is going to kill me until I find that little tiny piece that went flying across the floor. It was a little white bit, but let's see. What do we have here? What do we have? Do I have his eyeballs? Is that... That might have been what fell on the floor. Because his eyes are the little teeny... Oh, no. Well, let's just start putting them together. We'll see what we're missing once we get to it, I guess. All right. And... Well, that was weird. There we go. There's our... What does that say? I have to put it up to the camera so I can read it. 2025 Hasbro, there we go. And there's some little sort of serial number, but whatever. All right, there's his body. Let's get to the bits and pieces and start putting it together. Oh, this says put all this stuff on there first. All right. Now the arm bits go on. This one's more traditional Blokey with the little arm bits there. I got that. That's a bit taller. Pardon me? Okay. I don't know what the heck I dropped down on the floor. Turn that the right way around. Okay, we got that done. Now let's do that cool little new waist piece. Which you take this, and you take this. You can't put... The cool thing is you can't put them together wrong. There we go, because it's got that little slide lock in it. There you go. And you can see, whoop, right there. There's a little lock and tab on the inside of there. We'll put that in there like that. That holds everything nicely. Put that in there. All right. Oh, he got his waist done. There's his little gold belt buckle and blue crotch dot, whatever you want to call it. Let me see that. We got that together. Let's put his little arms together. Shall we? All right. Oh, what is that? That looks like an arm piece, maybe. Almost got him. All right. I know we need this. We need this. And we need the red bit. Nope, that's that. So there we go. All right. Now, do that so his arms bend out as such. Okay. And let's open our little thing over here. Open this thing up. So we can get the full effect here. Hey, we got a little thing here. I want to throw these down with my other Transformer guys. All right. Now let's just take the fist hands off the sprue. And nope. There we go. Yeah, there's an arm done. That looks pretty cool. Throw that over there. And doodle-doodle-doo. Throw our little collector's card up over here. Where did the other arm go? There's that piece of it. There's that piece of it. There's that bit. And his other fist. All right. There we go. We got a couple arms done. Oh, excuse me so much. Let's do these legs real quick. Those snap together, and this has got that. Okay, this is how they engineer the thigh swivel. So you've got your double jointed. You got your double jointed knee right there. This goes in here, there, and then this just kind of sits on top of it, you know, like that. There we go. It doesn't hook in, it just sets up there. And then on the inside there, you come in with this fella, this little piece, and there we go. That holds everything together, and voila, you now have thigh swivel. That is pretty cool. That is very ingenious. I like that. And down here, let's get our little clear plug. Put that in. Throw his foot in, and we got a leg. Let's do the other leg real quick. And pop that together. Let's get our little plug for down here. And we put our double jointed bit in. And then this, nope, where'd the other piece go? Is that what I lost? Is that what I lost? Was this little piece right here? Let's look again. That might be what I lost, was this connector bit right here. But I can put that on for right now. He'll just have a skinny, skinny leg until I find the other bit, which is down there somewhere. Let's throw his foot on. All right. Get down in there. Go to your home. Oh, no, I've got it backwards. There we go. Yeah, you can see there's all kinds of range of motion on that leg now. Now we need to find this little piece here. Yay, that'll be fun. Oh, something's trying to hide behind my coffee cup. All right, well, let's find his chest and put this dude together. There's his back. Okay, well, maybe that just goes on top. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is so cool. And yeah, I forgot. There's little tiny pegs. I don't know. There and there. And those have to fit in here. So you got to make sure that's straight. As such. Put that on there. Let's get his back. I'm kind of disappointed I did not get the chase figure. I really wanted that half prime, but you know, any kind of prime is better than no prime at all. I like this. I love them all. So this is fine by me. And this is his little backpack, little jet pack. It just snaps on back there. Let's put his waist on there. Oh man, that is so nice. Let's go for some arms. Arm. There we go. Our sad little legs. I'll find that piece. I will. Oh, I will. Turn that around. There we go. Now that I know what I'm looking for, that'll make it easier too. Alright, let's look at the rest of this stuff and see what all we got going on. Okay, I'm assuming those go in there. Those little smokestacks. And they do pop in there quite nicely, quite snugly. Alright, and oh, there we go. That pops in there. Got a little Autobot logo on that one. Get in. There. There we go. Got that put together. Alright, now let's snap these on, and it should be just a couple of little indentions there, and they clip in as such. And the other side, couple little indentions, and they clip in as such. There we go, there we go. You're going to want to stick around. We're almost ready to put Prime's head on. I lost a piece of him. This is my Skybound Prime. He's getting ready to lose his leg. No, it didn't come like that. Actually, I just dropped it. Sorry, got to take a sip of coffee. It's fairly early here, and I'm still tired. Boy, that bugs the crud out of me. Man, something hits my floor and it flies seriously into another dimension. I'll find it. Like I said, now I know what I'm looking for, so it's not like I'm just hunting every last random piece of plastic that I see on the floor now. Anyway, we got this guy done. Let's throw his head together. And then these. I wonder where these go. Those are pretty cool looking. Oh, it says they go into his forearm. There's no... It's on the inside. Oh, maybe I've got his arms turned around sideways. Okay, well, evidently. Nope. Okay, I put these bits on wrong. These go on either side here. I put them on the wrong way. Because you've got these little pieces. Sorry, I hope you can see that. These little pieces go in here. There we go. Kind of like a la classic Prime. That's pretty cool. Alright. And let's throw his little fist back in. Oh, that's pretty cool. That looks good. Yeah, that actually sets down on there nicely, doesn't it? Okay, let's throw the other arm bit on over here. It's all trial and error, you know, just for fun. Let's see what we're doing here. Okay, now we've got... If you can see my guides, I'm missing one little teeny weeny piece from right there. Alright, let's put his head together. We have got a itty bitty face. There we go. Well, at least I didn't lose it. Alright, little tiny face, and then the little tiny eyeball sort of aperture. Alright, that goes like that. That really gives him some nice little blue eyes. Alright, time to put on the party hat. Time to put on your party dress. There we go. Alright, alright. Squeeze that together. I get one heck of a looking little Prime head. Check that out. That looks great. Well, now if you can actually see it, it looks great. There we go. Let us throw that on there. Let's give him his big blaster. Oh, that is awesome. That is so fantastic. And wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, you got all your typical, articulation. But here you now have a thigh swivel. Yeah, you got a thigh swivel. And you can see how it works over here because I lost this little piece. I'll find it. I'll find it. This is going to be the next prime. Instead of Megatron's arm, he's going to take Megatron's thigh for himself. There. Let's let it focus back on that. There we go. The Blokees Prime. Not the sleeping prime that I wanted, but still a kick butt prime nonetheless. And I wish I could find that little plastic piece. This is going to bug the ever-living tar out of me. Oh well, I'll find it at some point in time. I will. Yeah, he's kind of goofy looking there, but we'll fix him as soon as I find that other piece. And there's our extra bit. Let's throw that in our extra bit box. Did I knock over my extra bit box? I can't keep anything in here for any amount of time, I swear. Sorry, y'all, just taking a sip of coffee. I need it. I need it. I'm just driving myself crazy. I'd lost a little piece of my prime here. Couldn't tell if you check out my channel. I kind of like Prime. I am a Prime collector. Let's throw that over there. Hey everybody, how's it going? We're just putting together. I just opened up a case of Blokees. We got Prime put together. We got Fort Max put together. Ta-da! Check that out. Look at that guy. These were probably the two that I was most looking forward to in this whole set. I really wanted that half prime, the sleeping prime, but didn't work out for me. That's okay. But we got a big, huge, cool Fort Max. Check that dude out. He is awesome. Camera's kind of starting to sag there a little bit. A little bit of a saggy camera. Well, I tell you what. Let's do another one. Tell you what, we got a couple of people here. I don't know. Has anybody said anything? Alex, I don't know if you're back, but hey, bud. Let's see. What have we got? Which one do we wish to open next? You know what? Yeah. Let's put together Unicron's head. How about that? Y'all want to put together Unicron's head? I wish we were getting the figure with this guy. Oh, that would be phenomenal. Let me throw that on the ground. Oh, annoying. I'm going to be annoyed with myself until I find that other piece of Prime's leg. All right, let's put Unicron's head together, shall we? Whoa. Oh, we had a lot of pieces come floating out. Quite a few pieces come flying out there. All right. Oh, my boy, howdy. Look at that. Well, first off, let's look at the one thing we don't have to put together, that tiny little arc that comes with him. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Let me see. Will that focus at any kind of... There you go. Got a lot of cool detail in there. Check that out. Yeah, the underneath side is kind of, sprue-tastic, but yeah, that's cool. Little tiny green bits that are probably his eyeballs. All right, let's see where do we need to start? We'll put him together. We start with this. Man, if there were more, if there was like 3 or 4 more pieces of this, I don't think I could do it. Okay, we've got this, and it looks like it goes right here. There we go. All right. We're pretty good. We're pretty good at this. Hey, we're building Unicron. How's it going? Well, Unicron's head. Let me see. We got that. And number 2 is, looks like we stick some eyeballs on there. Let's make sure. Yeah, little circles. Little circles. These are really cool, little green, gemmy eyeball-looking things. And those just, yeah, they sit right in those little pegs right there. Nicely, too. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, they've kind of got a little bit of, like a swirl to them or something like that. I don't know. All right, we got this, and then we take the front of his face. Oh, we put the jaw on first. That's cool, man. Oh, wow. Look at that. Uh, yeah, that's pretty wicked. Okay, and then we take them back and do 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 do. Oh boy, howdy! Look at that, and that just pegs in there so nicely. That is pretty wicked looking. All right, now we got these two guys going. We got these two pieces together, and it looks like this piece. Although that this piece does something somewhere. It's got all kinds of clips in it. That. Although I would almost think that this the bottom of him somewhere. But here, oh, I forgot. I didn't do that part. This was supposed to already be put on there. Yeah, this goes under here. Okay. You can see there's a clips and pins and stuff like that. This goes on the bottom. I was right. That goes on the bottom of him. Haha. That's pretty wicked looking. All right, now let's get this piece here right there as such. Yep, well, it fits in there nicely. Perfect, perfect. And then we start putting the yellow pieces on. There we go. The one thing I love about Blokees is you can't mess it up unless you lose a piece. Then you know. All right, that goes there. That goes there. That's pretty cool. This little bit in the middle. All right. Oh, it goes down. I wonder why they tell you to put that in last. It's kind of difficult putting it in last. Okay, I got a pin. I got a pin. I got a pin. Go to your home. Go to your mobile home. Let me see. All right, we got two up front. Oh, there we go. There we go. You just got to get those two up front put in, and then everything else kind of slides in real nice. All right, we got that. Let's go up here. Let's put on the the goatee. There we go. That is awesome. All right, we got the goatee. We got that done. Now it says showing to put his little horns together. Yeah, let's put his little horns together. We still got a piece back there that we got to figure out where. Oh no, it's his actual faceplate. That was a nice resounding click clack, wasn't it? That goes in over there. Goes in right here. There we go. And all right, now supposedly. Wow, that's weird. Okay, now check it out. You've got those green eyes that are in there already, and then here's his faceplate. And it comes with another set of green eyes that you put in on top of that. Let me see if there's how I can. All right, we got a little plug-in down there. Sausage fingers and tiny bits do not come into play. There we go. There we go. That fits right in there really nicely. And we got another one. And you got that tiny little tiny little port down there, and you got a tiny little peg right there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, put you in there. And even at that, I mean, you can't, look at that. You got a point up there, a point down there. You can't mess this up. You really can't screw it up too bad. All right, now, I mean, just look at that. All right, that's wicked. And, oh, wow. All right, pretty cool. And these pieces, I'm assuming go here and here. Yep, yep. And, oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. The Unicron head. Oh, get in my belly! That was fun. That was a whole lot of fun to put together. Oh, let's throw him on the ground now. Let's get his, I think, his other little deal. We got the stand for him. Pardon me. Pardon my... Look at that. That is... All right, we'll throw that over there with the rest of them. And... Okay. Well, I swear I just... Oh, okay, let's see. Yeah, I was underneath there. Okay, well, there's that little bit. What's that say on there? Oh, it's upside down. That's what it says. It says, turn me over. Oh, okay, Hasbro, all rights reserved. There we go. All right, now I'm assuming this goes in here as such. Well, it goes in here, it goes in here. This goes somewhere in here. There we go. The big plug goes in the back there, and then you've got that little deal there. So let's just put that on there. Oh, and even at that, there's articulation on that little peg. That is crazy. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Unicron's head is done. I can, every time I look at Unicron, I just hear the music. Do, 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 dun, 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 dun. The guy's got his own theme song. Raw. Yeah, this guy is incredible. And yeah, he can eat. Oh, there we go. Although we know it didn't do that. No, it was a Quintesson corkscrew ship that went into his eyeball. That is awesome. Wow, wow, wow. All right, he is cool. We'll put him to one side. We've got 3 done. I tell you what, I'm almost out of coffee, and I have to go get more. And I have to find that piece of Prime's leg because it's bugging the crud out of me. Holy crud, we've been on an hour and 14 minutes. I don't believe it. Let's open up one more. Blind, just whichever one. This one here. We are opening whomever you are. All right. Let's see. I'm not even going to look at the instructions. We'll just open the bag and go from there. And it looks like it's Bombshell. Oh my God. Okay, buddy. The Insecticon has a pile of parts. This guy's got more parts than all the other dudes put together. There are more parts to him than flippin' flappin' Metroplex over here. Okay, let's move these to the side. Let's put our little Bombshell instructions up there. Let's look at these. Let's check these out. This is going to be the last one I put together because I need coffee. And so far we've done 3. I might jump on later and do the other ones. That would be fun. Yeah. Hey, what's happening, everybody? We're just sitting there putting together some Blokees. So far, we have got the Prime. I didn't get the Sleeper Prime. No chase for me. No chase for Joe. And we got our Fort Max. We got our Unicron head over here. And this is the last one we're going to put together because I need to go get more coffee. All right. Okay, that's cool. Oh, man, you even got to put him together. Okay. Let's start at the beginning. All right, we got this guy here. What does all that fun business say? Oh, all rights reserved. Blah, blah, blah. Don't take any of my stuff. That's what that means. It says, don't take my stuff. All right, there's his back. Oh, no, we got to put all the little arm and leg pieces on here. There's the head joint. Throw that in there. That's a leg. There we go. That's another leg. Where did my arm things go? Here we go. Put one on there. And where did the other one go? If you guys see it, just holler out. Tell me. Say, hey, look, it's right there. Let me see. Where did that go? These little pieces, I swear. The other day I was so mad whenever I was putting these together, but the piece was stuck. Got these. We got it. We got it. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. And then it tells us to go put the crotch together. There's that. And there's that. That goes in there. And now we need the little, this kind of looks like a sari piece. That little tiny piece right there. That goes in there. And there's only one way that you can put these things together. So that's cool. Can't mess it up. Put that in there like that, and then you've made a jack. And we'll put that right there. And where's the other crotchy old piece that we had? Where did it go? Here it is right here. That looks good. That's nice and smooth. Nice little gunmetal gray. All right. Well, there's his waist put all together. A little, not waist, but more like his little crotch. And they say, let's put together his arms real quick. I need you, and do we use the single up? Okay, put that down in there, and you want to make it sure to where that, like, it's, you know, kind of bending in like that. And to get this piece, pop that in there. Man, I love that sound. I love that sound. I love the sound of robots popping in the morning. Okay, let's see. And his hands. Let's open up his little hands over here. Oh, he's got some light gray hands. There we go. We'll do these ones here so we can hold this cool little gun. And this is going to be that, so... there is that. We got one arm done. Let's throw the other arm together here real quick like. Oh, throw that arm in there. Get this bit over here. All right. Is that wrong? No, that's right. It's in there wrong, though. So you want to get it to where it bends in. Of course. There we go. There we go. And where does other little hand go? There we go. Pop his other little hand in there. And this is weird. It shows him, you know, you like put his body all together. And then... one, two, one, two, one, one, two. I don't know. Just keep putting them together. What the heck, man? Keep putting them together as we go. Let me see. We got that. We got that right there. Where did it? Right here. All right. That, I'm assuming, is his back. Yep. And I don't know what that is. It's his front over here. Well, no, maybe I was wrong. Oh, Okay. Well, let's pull this out. That was his front. This is his front. This is his back. Because we got the little gold bit that goes up the front over here. All right, put the such. Get the little gold bit. Stick that on there. That is a very cool looking. All right. Now let's throw his waist on, shall we? Okay, we got his waist on. We got that on. These little things. Let us throw it across the table. Go here and here. Yeah, but they go to where that's in the front. It's a cover up his face or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we'll put the other one on. We'll put them both on, and then we'll see how we like it. I don't know if I'm going to like that with that out, just, poking like that. And it looks like you can put them on either way. So that's cool. All right. Let's do his legs real quick. Legs snap together in a heartbeat, so that won't be too bad. You got the front, you got the back. You take the front, you take the back, you put them together, and now you have the legs of Bombshell. Oh, I have too much fun. I have way too much fun. And now we've got, I'll show you how they do that thigh. The little thigh swivel. Okay, you've got your longer double jointed knee part. Put that in there so it's all bending back as it should. You got this little thing, and you got this little thing, and then we're going to take this piece, and it goes down in here, and I'm going to put it, and you can see that they're cut differently, these pieces are. So I'm putting the more shallow bit of the cut up front, and then this just comes on and pegs in on top of it. There you go. And that connects to that little piece on the inside, so now you have a thigh swivel, which is pretty cool. Where did his foot go? Where's his purple feet? All right. There we go. Throw the purple foot on there. Now we got a leg done. Let's do the other leg real quick, and then we'll throw them all together. Leg. Oh, put them on correctly. There we go. Throw the little clear peg down in there for the footsie. There we go. And the most ingenious part of these new Blokees now, the thigh. Take that and put that. Well, you got to put your little double jointed. Okay. There's your little double jointed leg part. All right. Throw that in there like that. And make sure it. There we go. It's clipped in. Take you, put you down on top of there. There we go. Put that down on top, and you can see it on the inside where that longer pokey thing is, the actual connector. Push that down, and there you go. You got another leg. Of course, I made two of the same leg, but that's okay. There we go. All right. Now we got his arms and legs. Let's put his arms and legs together here real quick. Shall we? Why not? Throw the legs on. Oh, man, that looks good. Throw the legs on, throw his arms on. Am I putting them on correctly? Yep. There we go. There we go. And there. Oh, these even have kind of a, well, not necessarily intentional, I don't think. Kind of slide back and forth a little bit on that. Okay. Where's his shoulder pads? There we go. And those have little slide clippy things in right there. Put one of his shoulder pads on. Let's put another shoulder pad on. We've done everything but build his head so far. Put his other little shoulder pad on. Pull that out. Pull that out. There we go. Now let's make this guy's head, shall we? Okay. Boy, that's kind of, that's weird looking in itself. There we go. Well, this goes, there's a hole way back there in the back of that. Let's throw that back in there. And where did the front go? Here's the front. Should he have some eyeballs? Yeah, he should have some colored eyeballs. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Put that all together like that. All right, and now we will throw the front of him on. Oh, good Lord, that looks good. Man, that looks good. There we go. There's his little head. And let's throw that on top here. And let's give him his little weapon. Oh, man. That looks good. You know what? You can put these on either way to where that plastic's either in front of and or behind him. I like it behind him. Yeah, so that way it doesn't, like, block his face up. That might not be too accurate or whatever, but that's the way I like it. Let's build his little bug buddy. This is the last piece. Yeah, you actually have to put this guy together. Let's throw these together as such. We have 4 more pieces left. Oh, I imagine that goes there. Yep, yep, and I imagine that goes there. Yep, yep, and I imagine this goes here. All right, this is pretty cool. Little tiny bombshell bug in himself, and then his little proboscis. Enter John. Nom, nom, nom. There we go. Check that out. All right, that's pretty bad. That is cool. How cool. Oh, enter John. Nom, 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 nom. I'm just playing. Sorry, people, I'm just playing. All right. And there he is himself. That is so bad. That is cool. That's going to look great. And you got the little bug down there. All right, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, let's throw these. So what, we got 3 built so far. How many did we get? Did we get 9? Put that there. Well, we got 4 built. We got 4 built. I keep forgetting we got Unicron's head, man. That's nothing to sneeze at. Oh. I really thought that we got like a tiny little arc that held all your extra bits and pieces, but maybe that's another chase thing. I don't know. I am not sure. Let's throw that over there. We'll put his extra hands in right back there in our little egg. Right. I tell you what, it's 128 is what we've been on here for now. Let's do one more. Why not? Why not, ladies and gentlemen? I really kind of want to put together a Blitzwing. Yeah, we got a Blitzwing with this package. Let's move these little guys back. All right. I moved those guys back. We're just sitting here putting together Blokees this morning, everybody. How is it going? How are you doing? What's up? If you're here, please say hey in the chat. I haven't checked it in a minute. I don't know. Okay. Buddy of mine, Alex, Withered Bonnie, the official site, if you want to check him out. Just look at my comments. He's a pretty cool guy. He's been a younger kid, put together a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Who are we doing? Who is this now? Oh, it's our Dinobot. All right. Let's put our Dinobot together. How about that? All right. How many pieces come flying out of here? Oh, I dropped one, but I followed it. I tracked it with my eyeballs. Ain't getting away from me. That's what tried home. One of his little feet tried to fly away. No way, Jose. That's what I'm saying. All right. This is, oh, that must be just his card in there. He doesn't come with any hands or feet. Check that out. These cards are so cool. Man, they look good. All right. So far, we have gotten him. We've gotten our little bombshell. Got him put together. We got our Unicron head put together. We got our Prime put together. We're going to put him together, and then that leaves us with 4 more, and then we'll do those later on today. I'm not saying I'm blokeed out. I'm just saying I need more coffee. And, yeah, I need coffee. All right, let's put these together. Let's follow the instructions. Okay, now we take this bit, which is a little bit larger than your other ones. What's that say on there? Oh, just the Hasbro, all rights reserved. Good for you guys. And we put these on. And we've got some long looking tail piece. That's this here. We put that on. Keep that on top with that going down. There's one. And okay, let's see. Let's look over here. It's look like you put this little head and tail on here. That's part of this leg. There we go, there we go. There's his body. Where's his neck? Here's his neck. Alright, let's snap his little neck together. Up, we gotta put something on there though. It's like a little gold bit. Well, that definitely looks like it goes on there, but something goes inside. There we go. There we go. That goes there. Part of his jaw. There's the other part of his neck. Something goes in here. Some little tiny bit. Here we go. This little bit goes in here, and it's asymmetrical. It's all one piece, so you can't put it in wrong. Let us. There we go. All right, we got that in there. We got that in there. Go to your home and stay in your home. Get the little piece of his neck. We'll put this together, and hopefully, all right. There we go. You got the port where it screws on down there, and then you got your port for articulation up here. And his head just pops on. Oh, no, wait. We've got... Yep, these little things go up in here. His little blue eyes. How do they go? Probably. And you got a little tiny, tiny peg up in there. And then you got to get this guy up in there, probably like that, I would assume. Would have swooped back. Go up in there. Go. There you go. We'll just use this. And all the way up in there. Is that making his eyes blue yet? Maybe I put it in there upside down. That's always a possibility. No, that looks right. Yeah, there we go. I just need to push it in further. Just need to really get it down in there. There we go. Because I think we want a little bit of room at the top of that eyeball for his googly eyes. I don't. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just hold on to that. And that trend there is really good. Here is the bottom part of his jaw. Let's put that on while we're here. All right. Okay. And we'll put the head on the neck. That's not, oh, man. Look at that. That looks so good. Put the head on the neck. Put the neck on the body. And I need a plug thing there. Probably just use one of these little clear ones. Yep. Oh, such a nice sound. Such a nice sound. And these look like they go upside down here. Well, that would be correct. And where did my tail bit go? There we go, tail bit. Putting the tail bit on. There we go. So far, that's what we got. We made Nessie. That's right, we made Nessie. That. Let's. Okay, and then the arms go through there. Nope, I still got that messed up. There we go. There we go. Oh, that goes in nicely. You got lots of room for articulation there. There we go. Where'd the other half of my body go? Here we go. And you can see on the inside of the body, right there, where it's got the little, like, pins. That's where these pins should sit in there. Flush, straight up and down. Put that in, pop that in, clip that together. Oh, man. Look at all that. Look at all of that. Okay, let's figure out what do we got to do next. We got his head. Squeeze his body all in nicely. And now the legs. It looks like the front of the leg. Let's throw this on his back. There we go. Ah, that looks so awesome. All right, let's do his little front part of his legs. We take this, and then we take this. That goes in there, and then we use one of these bad boys. Put right in there. And that larger fella. Oh, excuse me. Put right in there so you got your bend. And then your foot. You gotta get your little clear peg. Oh, boy, that is tight. Put your little clear peg in there. That doesn't look right. Huh. I chose the feet with the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay. There we go. There's one. Let's get the other one done real quick. You and you. All right. And then we got to make sure we've got our bend correctly. And we got the correct... Put you there. And... Oh, come here. Give me that. Give me that prime. There we go. And this little bit goes here as such. There we go. Got his couple little legs done. Well, let's throw them on. We've got them here. Why not? All right. And then that one goes right there. Oh, oh. There we go. We're hooked on nicely. Put the little shoulder pad back on. Yeah. Check that out. All right. We're doing good so far. Back legs look pretty easy. Okay, I got two of those. Pretty sure I need another one of these. Nope, 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 nope. These guys go in there. All right. Although I don't see... Well, we'll do right now. Leave that up. I don't know. Because then his legs have to go in there. And what kind of articulation do we want? I mean, wiggle waggle, yeah, one way or the other, but up, up, down. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. We'll just get the up and down. There we go. Let's clip his other leg on in here and get that all pushed in. Ah, that's a good sound. Throw one foot on, throw another foot on. go. And wow. We've got so far put together. We've been here a while, ladies and gentlemen. I've got another 15 minutes, and it'll be 2 hours. I can't believe that. All right, we got him done. He comes with these little eyeballs from where Devastator smashes him down, and he gets the little goofy eyes going. And those blend in there. Look at how well those like clip on and blend in with the rest of his head. That is remarkable. And then you just pull them off. Boink. There you go. Normal eyeballs. Normal everything. Oh, so his leg come out again. I'll push that back in. There we go. All right. These are the Blokees that we have got done so far. I'm missing this tiny little piece of Prime's leg. We'll find that. It fell on the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, whatever you have going on, from the bottom of my heart, I hope it's the very best. And everybody that showed up in the live, thank you for popping on and popping in. Alex, thank you, bud. And I'll see you guys later. We'll jump on here later and I'll open the rest of them. Right now, I got to go refill coffee, man. I need juice. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family.